Have you ever wondered what it truly means to experience spiritual maturation? Is it a singular moment of enlightenment, or is it a gradual journey that deepens with time? How do we know when we've reached a place of true growth, where inner peace, unconditional love, and authenticity guide our every step? These questions are not just philosophical musings. They are integral to the transformative journey of spiritual maturation. In this video, we will explore the profound signs of spiritual growth, the changes in focus and priorities that accompany this journey, and the inner strengths that emerge as we evolve into more enlightened being. We will delve into the process of releasing ego-driven desires, cultivating resilience, and prioritizing nourishment over distractions, ultimately discovering how a maturing soul finds peace, purpose, and deep connection. Signs of spiritual maturation. Embracing authenticity and inner strength. Spiritual maturation is not a static destination, but rather a dynamic, ongoing process. One of the clearest signs of spiritual growth is the release of the need for external validation. As the soul matures, it becomes less concerned with seeking approval from others, whether from spiritual leaders, friends, or societal expectations. Mature souls no longer measure their worth by external standards, but instead act from a place of self-approval. They understand that true growth comes from within, and they no longer seek recognition or praise to feel validated. This shift in perspective is similar to how a tree produces fruit naturally, without concern for how it is perceived. It doesn't need to prove its worth. It simply grows and gives, rooted in its own essence. Similarly, as the soul matures, it becomes grounded in its own authenticity, free from the constant desire for approval or validation. This profound shift in perspective is one of the key indicators of spiritual maturation, as it marks a move away from ego-driven desires and toward a deeper connection with the true self. As the soul evolves, it also learns to process challenges more efficiently. Habitually, spiritual struggles can feel overwhelming, leaving us questioning our path or abilities. However, with inner growth and resilience, we develop greater capacity to handle and integrate these challenges. Just as muscles become stronger through exercise, the soul grows stronger by facing difficulties with grace and acceptance. The process of spiritual growth involves allowing emotions and issues to flow naturally, without resistance or over-analysis. The mature soul recognizes that challenges are part of the journey, and instead of resisting them, they allow them to pass through, knowing that each one offers an opportunity for deeper understanding. Equanimity. Replacing ego-driven drama with inner peace as spiritual maturation continues, another profound shift occurs. The development of equanimity, or inner balance, becomes the dominant state of being, gradually replacing the ego-driven drama that often dominates early spiritual experiences. This transformation is marked by a reduction in the need to react emotionally to external events. The ego's desire for control and its constant search for validation begin to diminish, creating space for peace and tranquility to emerge. Mature souls understand that life's events, whether positive or negative, do not define them. They no longer feel compelled to react to every external situation with heightened emotion or drama. Instead, they maintain a calm center, unaffected by the fluctuations of the world around them. This ability to remain unaffected by external circumstances is a sign of deep spiritual growth. The mature soul has learned to release attachments to false identities, letting go of the need to control or manipulate situations to feel secure. This newfound peace is not passive. It is the result of years of inner work, allowing the soul to surrender to the flow of life with grace and trust. The deepening of love. Universal and unconditional, one of the most beautiful transformations that comes with spiritual maturation is the expansion of love. As the soul evolves, love shifts from a transactional or romantic form to a more universal, unconditional love. This love transcends the ego's need for validation or reciprocal feelings. It becomes a force that embraces all situations and individuals, offering compassion, understanding, and acceptance without expectation. This shift in love is marked by a deep appreciation for the present moment. Instead of seeking to change others or situations, mature souls learn to love and accept things exactly as they are. Relationships become less about fulfilling personal desires and more about offering love from a place of spiritual guidance. There is no need to demand anything in return, because the mature soul understands that love is abundant and ever-present, which flows naturally from a deep connection with divine love. And this love nourishes the soul in a way that no external validation can. Changes in focus and priorities. Nourishment and simplified living. As spiritual maturation deepens, priorities begin to shift. No longer consumed by distractions or unhealthy relationships, the maturing soul gravitates toward activities, people, and experiences that nourish their well-being and support their inner growth. This shift marks a deepening connection with self and spirit. Mature souls begin to recognize that true nourishment comes from within, through their relationship with divine love, rather than from external sources. The question, "Does this nourish me?" becomes a guiding principle in decision-making. The mature soul embraces experiences that foster growth, while avoiding those that lead to stagnation or toxicity. As a result, they naturally let go of unhealthy habits and environments that do not align with their spiritual value. The process of simplifying life becomes a way of honoring the sacredness of existence, focusing on what truly matters and letting go of distractions that no longer serve their highest good. This simplification also extends to how the mature soul relates to others. They seek nourishing relationships based on authenticity and mutual respect, rather than superficial connections driven by ego. Relationships become an extension of the love and wisdom the soul embodies, and through these relationships, the mature soul helps others awaken to their own spiritual truth of the present moment. Finding peace now. Another defining characteristic of the maturing soul is the acceptance of the present moment. Rather than constantly seeking external circumstances or relationships to bring them fulfillment, the mature soul learns to find peace in the here and now. There is no longer a need to search for perfect relationships, jobs, or life situations. Instead, the mature soul finds fulfillment in the present moment, appreciating the love, wisdom, and beauty that is available right now. This shift in perspective is transformative. It reflects a deep spiritual understanding that the present moment is all we truly have. The past is gone, and the future is uncertain. By embracing the present, the mature soul finds peace in the flow of life, knowing that everything unfolds as it should. Acceptance becomes a natural state, and the ego's desire for perfection or control fades into the background, leaving space for love, peace, and joy to arise. Freedom from ego attachments, a path to inner peace. As the soul matures, it also becomes freer from the need for ego attachments. This includes the judgments, behaviors, and expectations of others. The mature soul learns to focus not on the approval or disapproval of others, but on their own inner peace and spiritual purpose. They no longer need to seek validation or external recognition to feel whole. This freedom from ego attachments leads to greater clarity in relationships and choices. The mature soul no longer clings to fleeting emotional highs or the approval of others to feel validated. They prioritize authenticity and self-awareness, naturally attracting meaningful relationships that support their spiritual growth. These relationships are rooted in mutual respect, understanding, and love, and they contribute to the deepening of the soul's journey. The spiritual strengths of the maturing soul, spiritual maturation, brings with it several powerful strengths that support the soul's journey. Patience, for example, becomes a key strength for the maturing soul. Recognizing that everyone is on their own unique spiritual journey, mature souls approach others with patience and understanding. They do not seek to rush others into change, but instead inspire growth through their own example. Resilience is another strength that deepens over time. The maturing soul faces obstacles with grace, understanding that challenges are opportunities for spiritual development rather than reasons for despair. Through each difficulty, the soul grows stronger and more resilient. learning to navigate life's complexities with wisdom and ease. Perhaps most importantly, the mature soul is deeply connected to inner love. This love serves as a constant source of nourishment, reducing the need for external sources of happiness. It simplifies life by clarifying what truly matters and guiding the soul's action. This connection to divine love provides the strength and clarity needed to navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose. Key lessons and insights for spiritual maturation is not a destination but an ongoing process of growth, learning, and evolution. Like a tree that gradually fills more of life with its light and wisdom, the soul expands with each experience, each lesson, and each act of love. The process of growth is less about doing and more about allowing emotions, insights, and challenges to flow through the soul without resistance. Inner peace is not a state that can be forced. It is a way of being that emerges as the soul releases attachments and expectations. Peace comes from within, and it is only by embracing our authentic selves that we can experience the peace that is always available to us. Spiritual maturation is not about striving for perfection, but about accepting ourselves fully and completely in each moment. Conclusion: the ongoing journey of the maturing soul, is one of deep transformation, marked by the release of ego-driven desires, the cultivation of resilience, and the embrace of unconditional love. As the soul matures, it learns to prioritize nourishment over distractions, acceptance over perfection, and authenticity over external validation. Through patience, compassion, and a deep connection to divine love, the mature soul continues to grow, evolve, and inspire others to embark on their own spiritual journeys. Spiritual maturation is not